नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am Dr. Bharat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today's topic is Cellular Adaptation, Part 1. Adaptive disorders are the adjustment which the cell makes in response to stresses, which may be for physiologic need or a response to non-lethal pathologic injury, pathologic adaptation. Broadly speaking, such physiologic and pathologic adaptations occur by following processes. First is decreasing or increasing their size, that is atrophy and hypertrophy respectively, or by increasing their number, that is hyperplasia. Postfix word atrophy means nourishment and plasia means growth of new cells. Changing the pathway of phenotypic differentiation of cells, that is metaplasia and dysplasia. Word prefix meta means transformation and dys means bed development. In general, the adaptive response are reversible on withdrawal of stimulus. Now, first is atrophy. Reduction of the number and size of parenchymal cells of an organ or its part which was once normal is called atrophy. Atrophy may occur from physiologic or pathologic causes. A. Physiologic atrophy, atrophy of lymphoid tissue with age, atrophy of thymus in adulthood, atrophy of gonad after menopause, atrophy of brain with aging, and osteoporosis with reduction in size of bony tuberculi due to aging. Now, pathologic atrophy. First is starvation, ischemic atrophy, gradual diminution of blood supply due to atherosclerosis may result in shrinkage of affected organ. Disuse atrophy, prolonged diminished function activity associated with disuse atrophy of the organ. Neuropathic atrophy, interruption in nerve supply leading to wasting of muscles, example poliomyelitis. Endocrine atrophy, loss of endocrine regulatory mechanism result in reduced metabolic activity of tissue and hence atrophy. And pressure atrophy, prolonged pressure from benign tumor or cyst or aneurysm may cause compression and atrophy of the tissue. Gross appearance, the organ is small, often shrunken. The cell becomes smaller in the size but are not dead cells. Microscopic examination shows shrinkage in cell size is due to reduction in cell organelle, chiefly mitochondria, myofilaments, and endoplasmic reticulum. There is often increase in the number of autophagic vacuole containing cell debris. Now, hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is an increase in the size of parenchymal cells, resulting in enlargement of the organ or tissue without any changes in the number of cells. Cause hypertrophy may be physiologic or pathologic. In either case, it is caused by increased functional demand or by hormonal stimulation. First is physiologic hypertrophy. Enlarged size of uterus in pregnancy is an example of physiologic atrophy as well as hyperplasia. Pathologic atrophy. Hypertrophy of cardiac muscle may occur in a number of cardiovascular diseases such as systemic hypertension. Hypertrophy of smooth muscle, that is cardiac achalasia in esophagus. Hypertrophy of skeletal muscle in hypertrophied muscle in athletes and manual laborers. Compensatory hypertrophy may occur in an organ when the contralateral organ is removed. Example is following nephrectomy of on one side. Gross appearancely, the affected organ is enlarged and heavy. For example, a hypertrophied heart of a patient with systemic hypertension may weigh 700 to 800 grams as compared to an average normal heart which about is 350 grams. Microscopic examination shows there is enlargement of muscle fiber as well as of nuclei. Hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is an increase in the number of parenchymal cells resulting in enlargement of the organ or tissue. Quite often, both hyperplasia and hypertrophy occurs together. Hyperplasia occur due to increased recruitment of the cell from Z0 phase of the cell cycle to undergo mitosis when stimulated. causes, they may be physiologic and pathologic. First is physiologic hyperplasia. Examples are hormonal hyperplasia of female breast at puberty, during pregnancy and lactation, hyperplasia of pregnant uterus, proliferative activity of normal endometrium after a normal menstrual cycle, and prostatic hyperplasia in old age. Compensatory hyperplasia occur when regeneration of the liver following partial hepatectomy, regeneration of epidermis after skin abrasion, and following nephrectomy on the one side, there is hyperplasia of nephron to the other kidney. Pathologic hyperplasia. Examples are endometrial hyperplasia following estrogen excess. In wound healing, there is formation of granulation tissue due to proliferation of fibroblast and endothelial cells. Formation of skin warts from hyperplasia of epidermis due to human papillomavirus. And pseudocarcinomatous hyperplasia of the skin occurring at the margin of a non-healing ulcer. Intraductal epithelial hyperplasia and fibrocystic change in the breast. Hyperplasia, gross appearance and microscopic appearance, there is enlargement of the affected organ or tissue and increase in the number of cells. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. Thank you.